According to this theory, the juridical basis for the quasi contract was the implied, notional, or the fictional contract. According to Lord Sumner in Sinclair v. Brougham in 1914, the various actions grouped under the title of quasi contract were clearly not tortuous, and as they were equally clearly not based on any genuine consent, they rest upon an implied and hypothetical agreement. After this decision, it became fashionable to discard Lord Mansfield's formulation and to rely upon an implied in-fact contract. After that, it was Lord Haldane who maintained that common law knows personal actions of only two classes, namely those founded on contract and those founded on tort. When it speaks of an action arising quasi ex contracto, it refers to only a class of action in theory which is imputed to the defendant by fiction of law. Lord Parker expressly pointed out that if a promise to pay back an ultra-vires loan could be imputed to the company as a quasi-contractual obligation, the result would be to validate a transaction which has been declared to be void on the ground of public policy, and the law would be enforcing a notional contract where an express contract would have been void. In Fibrosa Spolka Akinja v. Fairbairn Lawson Combe Barber Limited, the theory of unjust enrichment was again restored. Lord Wright lent his support to Lord Mansfield's theory of unjust enrichment. The facts of the case are as follows. A sum of money was paid in advance under a contract for the supply of a machine or for the supply of machinery, and the performance was obstructed by the outbreak of war. Their lordship allowed the advance to be recovered back as having been paid for a consideration which had wholly failed.